him.
There's a look at Jose Ribalta. Ribalta comes right out and tags Seldon with the right hand, and Seldon goes down.
Wow.
A shocker.
5, 6, 7.
Hey,
Get over here. Get over
I
here.
didn't think that punch hurt him that much, but I'd say he went down and stayed there.
Was that complete ploy? That's bizarre if that's true.
Boy, it cost him a round almost for sure.
That is bizarre. I have never seen that in 10+ years of announcing boxing. I think he did that on purpose.
All right, break. Step
Wow,
back,
that's
step back,
bizarre.
Step back.
Jumped up after being knocked down. Doesn't look like he was hurt at all.
He did get hit, but it wasn't that big a punch. And oftentimes you see a flash knockdown, and especially since these fighters have to go out in the cold, literally out in the cold, outside before they come into the arena after leaving their dressing room. So it surprises to see a flash knockdown like that, but very strange.
That is astonishing. And Bruce Seldon looks for all the world like nothing affected him.
Let him go.
He looked like he was on the canvas. He would never get up, and he jumped up. Wow.
And Ribalta has that look in his face like he's not quite sure what to make of it.
As well he should. If it was a play, it might be an effective one.
Come on out. Come on out. Come on out. Come on out.
I simply can't believe it was a play.
I guess not, but boy, did you see the way he jumped up? Amazing. His crowd still trying to figure it out as well.
All right, come on
Bruce
out.
Seldon, you know, he is normally more of a boxer. And you see him really going after Jose Ribalta here, like he wants to, even though he's got knockouts, Seldon lives and dies usually by the jab and good combinations, which he hurt a couple of fights ago. Both hands, especially the jab hand. And he's hoping that he has no ill effects from those. Didn't against David Day, his last outing.
Ribalta fighting much of his first round against the ropes. That was a good lunging right hand by Seldon, but Ribalta holds on.
It's getting strange here in round one. Stranger, I should say.
And again, Ribalta just backs right up into the ropes.
There's the Seldon jab there. We've seen it before. We know it's an excellent punch. When he uses that on a regular basis, that's why people think of him as a good young prospect.
You know, one of the things, Al, that we talked about this on this evening, but this is a chance for these young fighters to really make an impressive showing. And guys like Bruce Seldon, and you said this earlier, that their reputation is not so much as a guy who can get you out of there. All of these guys really want to prove that, hey, yes, I can get a man out. And that may be what Seldon's doing here. And in the process, being a little bit wild. Strange first round.
Putting it mildly. Was that man hurt? Was it a ploy?
He's got to hit him.
Graziano.
I want to show the one on it. He's running up with that. Hit you with his best shot, Bruce. He took you right over your feet. You were aware, huh? You heard the count of 8? I just saw what I wanted to see, Bruce. You showed me something I didn't know. Now go.
Good jab.
It doesn't look like a ploy. He said he hit you with his best shot. You were aware, right? There it is, yeah.
Pretty good shot, now that you look at it again.
And thank goodness he went all the way down, or I'll tell you what, he would have been hit by a shot by Ribalta when he was down. Here, we'll take a look at that right hand. Yes, a good punch, and yes, he did go down. It was not a ploy. See, look at that. Now, if his head had been a little higher, he would have been hit, and they should have disqualified Ribalta. I don't know if they would have, if he had landed the punch.
So a stunning first round, and now we'll see if things settle down as we start round number 2. Good combination by Seldon. Looking for a place to hang on. Good right hand by Seldon.
Let him go, Jose. Let him go. Let him go.
These ropes are extremely loose, and that is helping Ribalta a little bit as he goes against those ropes, diminishing the impact of these punches. That first round becomes a pretty wild one to score because Seldon went down, then dominated the 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the round.
Of course, when it does go down, you usually make it a 2-point round, so now you look at the other side of it, and maybe Ribalta wins the round by a point.
Yeah, or an even round if you really want to give Seldon credit. The Seldon jab is getting to Ribalta. Jose is lingering on the ropes a lot and not helping him.
talking about the fact that that may be a Ribalta tactic. And try to get Seldon worn down. Although one thing Seldon does bring to the dance, and that is condition.
Don't punch. Don't
Yeah,
punch.
that is obvious. And the one thing that the David Bay fight showed, and there's a left hook from Ribalta. I was just about to say that there's somebody loses their mouthpiece. And when there is a break in the action, they will put that mouthpiece back.
Step back. Step back.
It is.
Over there.
That pick.
Clean this off.
Ribalta's. I was going to say,
Let's
David
go, let's
Day
go.
showed you can hit Seldon with a left hook. You heard him with a couple of left hooks. This man, Jose Ribalta, has a pretty decent left hook. He just hasn't been able to get it on track yet, although it was a right that knocked Seldon down.
And we talk about the conditioning of Bruce Seldon, which is always very, very good. That cannot necessarily be said in all candor about Jose Ribalta. He's a guy who sometimes comes in great shape, and other times it's a payday. Good right hand by Seldon there.
All right, let him go, Jose. Let him go. Let him go.
Last time out, he went full 10 to 2 winners for Ribalta. So for Seldon, if he could get him, it would be a huge win, and he could be doing it now.
Right hand really set up Ribalta, knocked him into the corner. Ribalta finally can manage to hold on and get him out in the center of the ring. But he's still hurt.
He's not lacked for action here in the first 2 rounds.
Seldon job getting through at will.
Hold that glove. Hold the glove.
Ribalta pushing him up, but not firing and counterpunching when Seldon's coming in.
Keep that glove closed. Keep it closed.
Coming to the end of round number 2. And a good round for Bruce Seldon.
Time, right there. Right there. Listen, he's got to keep this glove closed. He can't stick it out like that. Tell him now in front of me. Tell him. Tell him in front of me.
He's already fought 10 rounds.
He has taken a lot of punishment in the first 2 rounds, and here's an example of that punishment. It all flows off the jab for Seldon. There is the jab, setting up, boom, the good right hand. That one rocked Ribalta, and then he went after him in the corner. And again, you get a look at Seldon using that jab to set things up, and that time he follows it with the hook. He's landed 70% of his jabs, has Bruce Seldon, and look, the jab is what sets up that right hand beautifully.
And as we said, he's just getting there with the jab whenever he wants. And I tell you, Ribalta, as we start the 3rd round, does not look on steady legs to me.
He's been hurt by Seldon, and it's almost as if all those jabs are really having an impact. Really remarkable when you think
All right, break, step back, step back.
Bruce
Come on
Seldon
out.
went
Come on
down
out.
about the first 10 seconds of this fight from a thunderous right. The way he fell and the delayed reaction made you think he's not getting up, period. Jumped up and went right after Ribalta. That's one of the more astonishing things I've seen in the boxing ring, and that's why I really thought it was a ploy.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, what it turns out to be is very heady.
Yeah.
And since the first 10 seconds of this fight, the fight has belonged to Bruce Seldon.
Yeah, he has dominated, and I think it actually shocked Ribalta so much that Seldon came back like that it just screwed up his thinking also.
Yeah, he's in no rhythm whatsoever.
Many people, of course, remember Jose Ribalta from the superb performance he gave against Mike Tyson, which he really, you called that fight, he performed extremely well against Tyson.
He took one of the most vicious uppercuts I've ever seen thrown in that fight. Tyson literally lifted him up with an uppercut. That was the beginning of the end for him. Good right hand there by Seldon.